Can Jagan Mohan Reddy's juggernaut roll back the Telangana decision, or is it a done deal? We are going to go across live in just a minute to Jagan Reddy, who's joining us from the venue of his fast site, a fast that he says will be unto death unless the decision to create Telangana is rolled back. How will this impact the larger politics of the region? Jagan Reddy is joining us live. Jagan Reddy, good evening. Barkha Dutt here. Want to start by asking you, when you say that the Telangana decision has been driven by somebody's ambition to make their son Prime Minister, this is the first direct attack you've made on the Congress President Sonia Gandhi. Are you then blaming her for this crisis?
Yeah, Barkha, basically, you should understand one thing, Barkha. Why is it that for the past 60 days, 60% of the state is on the roads? They've been on strikes, they've been on dharnas. There's got to be a reason for it. Currently, please understand the plight of my state. If this bifurcation goes through, we will not even have drinking water. This is reality. For me to just throw a little bit perspective on what the water situation is, I'd probably take 30 seconds of your time.
Okay.
Currently, Barkha, Krishna waters flow from Maharashtra after fulfilling the requirements of Maharashtra, reach Karnataka, and only after Almaty and Narayanpur dams are filled up, water is released into our state. Just imagine a situation if another state comes in between. Where will we get water from? Srisailam and Nagarjuna Sagar dams, there will be no water.
Okay. Right
from Kuppam to Srikakulam, we have no fresh water other than sea water. This is reality. Even now we have tribunals in place. But what do they do? Even now, while tribunals exist,
yes,
Almaty and Narayanpur dams, until and unless they are filled up, we do not get water.
But may I ask you?
The same thing applies in Kaveri.
Yes, I understand the point you're making.
Every day, 1 second, Barkha. Every year, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka fight over water. This is reality, Barkha. And this situation will lead to water wars, not alone 8.5 districts this side. In Khammam, Mohabbat-nagars and Nalgonda, what form 2.5 districts of Telangana also, we will be having water disputes on everyday basis.
Let me ask you though, where is this fast? Let me ask you though now, where is this fast of yours headed? Because the government seems to have made up its mind, and I want to ask you again, you said that somebody wanted their son to be Prime Minister and therefore divided the state. Are you saying Sonia Gandhi's ambition for Rahul Gandhi is responsible for the Telangana decision? Is that what you're saying?
Barkha, it's absolutely. What do you say of it, Barkha? You tell me.
I'm asking
Never
you.
in the past.
I'm asking you.
That's what I need to put forth the same question to you because just start thinking a little bit rationally, being from my shoes. Currently, never in the past, a state has been divided without an assembly resolution. Why is that? In the case of Andhra Pradesh, you set aside all the precedents, and just 5 to 6 months before the election, you take up this decision. You don't talk about Bodoland, you don't talk about Gorkhaland, you don't talk about Vidarbha. Vidarbha is in fact a state where assembly resolution is already in place.
Yeah.
Now what I am trying to say is just one thing, Barkha. What happens in Andhra Pradesh can happen anywhere in the country. People with power, if they forego democracy and arbitrarily take decisions such as this, ignoring assembly resolutions, then where are we heading in democracy?
What would you say to Rahul Gandhi?
Is this right?
What would you say to Rahul Gandhi? What would be your statement to Rahul Gandhi, since you believe he's at the heart of this decision having been taken?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Barka. Rahul Gandhi, if he can back up, if he can take back an ordinance, this is only a cabinet note. And when 60% of the people are on the roads, for the past 62 days they've been on strike. Now they've got to do something at least. Now, is it that difficult to roll back a decision? I don't understand. Then what do you attribute this to? Isn't it politics? Where we on the other side don't even have drinking water. We are asked to move out of Hyderabad in 10 years. Our children who have graduated don't even know where to go for their jobs, and 50% of the budget comes from Hyderabad, and we don't even know what our status would be. How we are to pay for our salaries also we do not know. But this kind of arbitrary decision, 6 months before the election, what do you say of it?
Do you believe you have the numbers if this is actually voted on in the assembly? Because you will need all of the Congress MLAs from the Seema Andhra region. You will have, of course, your own MLAs, but you'll also need Chandrababu Naidu to take a categorical stand. And if the TDP does not do that, then you may not have the numbers, even if there is a vote in the assembly. And let's also remember that the assembly vote, as Digvijay Singh has made it clear, cannot actually change the overall decision. So the assembly vote might just end up being a technicality, but do you have the numbers?
See, Barka, the situation here is anybody who is from Seema Andhra would have to vote. They will be left with no other option. And another thing as well is what Mr. Digvijay Singh said, that they can ignore an assembly resolution. This is exactly where I want intellectuals like yourself come open to support democracy. I mean, this is arbitrarily splitting the state. See, the legislators, they form a part of people's pulse. And if you're ignoring an assembly resolution, then where are we heading?
But do you have the numbers, Jagan?
Why this discrimination?
Do you have the numbers? Because I'm looking at the numbers here, and you need the TDP to reach the halfway mark, even if there's a vote in the assembly. Chandrababu is not revealing his hand.
Barka, beat anybody, Barka, beat Chandrababu Naidu, beat anybody. Once it comes for voting, if they don't vote, they will not even be permitted to enter their constituencies. This is reality, because we do not have drinking water. This is reality. And where do we go?
Chandrababu Naidu says you have a secret deal with the Congress, and the game plan is the Congress allowed you to come out on bail. In return, the Congress will court the pro-Telangana votes in the Telangana region. You will get the anti-Telangana votes in the Seema Andhra region. And after the elections, both of you can come together. This is Chandrababu's allegation. Can you clarify once and for all, can there be a deal with the Congress after the elections? I'm not asking before, because I know you've said no to before, but after the elections.
No, I need one thing from you, Barka. I am a secular party. There's no second opinion about it. Why don't you ask the communists the same question? Why don't you ask JDU the same question? Why me alone? I mean, you need to understand one thing, Barka, beat you, beat me, beat anybody. How can one be sent to a jail and be kept in a jail for this long? When bail is a constitutional right, anybody is entitled to it. You cannot hold on to a person for more than 90 days if the inquiry is not complete.
But will you forgive the Congress for putting you in jail? Will you forgive the Congress for putting you in jail?
One second, Barka, this is the constitutional right. So what has it got to do with any party doing anything? I don't understand. No party has done me a favor. Tomorrow, who's going to pay for my 16 months of my life where without the charges being proved, I was put there. How do you justify this? Well, I mean, would it be okay I mean, it could happen to me today, it could happen to anybody. What exactly are we doing? In fact, in fact, the reality is, Barka, who went to the court? Shankar Rao, a Congress MLA, Telugudesam Party, Yaram Naidu and Ashok Gajpati Raju. One files a writ number 694, the other files a writ number 7794. And over a dead man, 18 months after his death, 2 months after his son leaves the Congress party. Isn't it a political witch hunting? What exactly is this?
So can you forgive the Congress?
They made a case.
Can you forgive the
Congress?
Congress
When there was no case.
Can you forgive the Congress? They didn't let you be chief minister. You believe that they were responsible for your going to jail. You call it a political witch hunt. Can you forgive the Congress? Because why are so many of your opponents saying you will come together with the Congress? What would you say to those opponents today?
See, I'll tell you one thing, Barka. Why should we talk about what is going to happen when? You just tell me one thing. You know, being in my situation, what does one look at? Why, I mean, Telugudesam Chandrababu Naidu makes some statement, it's out of desperation. Where communists stand, I stand. Where JDU stand, I stand. Where other secular parties stand, I stand. What is the big deal in it?
But you praise Narendra Modi.
Congress is concerned.
Yeah, okay, complete your point.
As far as,
complete your point.
And as far as Congress party is concerned, I seriously don't understand how exactly Congress party has done me a favor. I mean, there is no explanation for this.
But you say you stand where JDU stands, where the communists stand. Are you hinting that you see a third front as the most likely forum where you will give your support?
I meant JDU, I meant communists, I meant a lot of other secular such parties. Now you please come back to your question, Barka, because I just couldn't follow that question.
My question was that when you say that it's like you stand where the JDU and the communists stand, we do not know yet what's going to happen after the elections. So you are also saying you don't know what's going to happen after the elections. My question is a very simple one. The Congress did not allow you to be chief minister. They did everything they could to stop you from being chief minister. You believe they're responsible for the political witch hunt against you. Do you see yourself forgiving them one day after the elections? Can you forgive the Congress party?
One thing you need to understand, but I didn't differ with Congress party on they did not give me chief ministry post. If you go into the past, it was I who seconded Rosaya to become the chief minister. So becoming chief minister or coming to power or such kind of issues were never an issue. They could not understand the sentiment what I had for a word what I had given at my father's crash site. And that actually parted us. And as far as forgiving Congress party is concerned, I read the Bible every day by Barka. I pray twice a day. And the Bible very clearly says, in fact, when you finish off the Bible, you finish off with God's prayer. It says, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Father, give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our sins as we forgive them those who sin against us. Father, lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from, for thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory." No, it clearly says, forgive our sins as we forgive them those who sin against us. And every day I read the Bible. Who am I to forgive somebody, Barka? It is Lord God who forgives people. Vengeance is Lord God's.
So let me ask you, some commentators have compared the kind of mass support that you are evoking wherever you are holding rallies in Andhra Pradesh to the kind of outpouring there was for N.T. Rama Rao as a reaction against Indira Gandhi changing frequent chief ministers. Do you believe the support that you are seeing today, the massive crowds that you are drawing, is a little bit like that, is a little bit of discontent with Delhi and its high command culture?
Basically, people want sincere politics, Barka. They want politicians with credibility and character. And today, the hope is driving. And where these people fail is that.
So do you see yourself as do you see yourself today as positioned to lead Andhra Pradesh? How confident are you?
Yes, Barka, when I say United Andhra, when I say Samaikya Andhra, I mean, I want Telangana, I want Rayalaseema, I want Coastal Andhra. I will go into Telangana also and give them the confidence that I will develop Telangana. I stand for United, I will go for that. I want this entire state to be united.
Okay, let me ask you in the end, and I'm going to also ask our camera to pull out and show you, show our viewers what's happening behind you. But you praised Narendra Modi. You called him a good administrator, but you also said he should come to a secular forum. Now, Narendra Modi has already shared the stage with Chandrababu Naidu. Do you see any kind of political alliance with Modi possible at all? Because I also remember you said that Sushma Swaraj has been more considerate about your arrest than the Congress was. You were happy with Sushma's comments. You've praised Modi. Is the BJP an option, yes or no?
Look, I just tell you one thing, you need to understand the background. You know, when somebody asked me about this question, I said, I do appreciate Narendra Modi as an administrator. No, somebody becomes the Chief Minister of Gujarat thrice. It is undisputable that he is a good administrator. Now, keeping aside that fact, see, I am from today's generation. What I want, what anybody from my generation wants, is peace and development. Given this, no, coming back to this issue, be it a Muslim, be it a Christian, be it a Hindu, be it anybody, we are all born here, we will live here, and we will die here. When this is reality, how fair is it that you can discriminate somebody just because they are born in a particular religion? This is not right. It is not their fault. And if such kind of insecurity builds, it builds internal terrorism within the country. Forget about fighting wars and battles at the borders.
So are you saying Modi is not secular?
No, one second.
Are you saying Modi is not secular? Yeah.
One second, Barka. This situation should change. This situation should change. For we want Mohabbat-nagars and not Muzaffarnagars. Now this situation should change, and Narendra Modi should change BJP. Every party, that is my dream, should become secular. You know, being a commoner, I don't want to go outside just because I am from a particular religion. People discriminate. I want this country to change where every political party comes onto a secular platform.
When you say Narendra Modi should change, and you say you want Mohabbat-nagars, not Muzaffarnagars, when you say Narendra Modi should change, what sort of change would you want to see in him before you could consider him a political option? Last question, Jagan Reddy.
Barka, whether he is a political option or not, I am not bothered.
But is he a political option for you? Is he a political option for you?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Barka. I'm not bothered about whether it's a political option or not. All what I'm bothered about is this system should end. Everybody should become secular. Since BJP has a stigma, it takes a lot more steps for them to come back onto the secular platform. And I want them to come. I want every party to become secular. We should go to elections not on religion. See, I am from today's generation. This is what I want.
All right, Jagan Reddy on a fast unto death for a united Andhra Pradesh, playing his cards close to his chest about the Congress and the BJP, saying Narendra Modi is a good administrator, but he needs to become secular, blaming Sonia Gandhi's ambitions for her son for the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh. Jagan Reddy, thank you so much for talking to us. on the buck stops here.
Thank you. Thank you, Bharata.
Thank you. And we are taking a break. The news continues on the other side.